little man, if he plays video games, right? So if you pay attention to a video game, anybody that's played a video game, level one is always the easiest. Like you'll get through that in like 2.5 seconds. But as you get higher and higher into the game, it gets harder and harder.
Harder.
But if you paid attention at level maybe 300, you notice that certain things that you did in level one is
You
also
can't
in
do.
level 300. So every level that you accomplish, it's necessary to accomplish it at that level so you can get to level 300 and pass it because you need the stuff that you had back then to get you through whatever it is that you're in now.
Come on now. Come on through. Come on through. Come on through. Woo. No, you can't end that with that now. You was gonna roll. Come on now. Woo. Now that is so cool. What's up,
Hey,
sis?
Nicole. Hey, sis, what's up?
What's up? What's up? Part two in the making, man. Let's jump on in it.
They asked and we have delivered. So part two it is. Here we are.
Here we are. So how's it been going since the last recording? We both got busy lives.
It's been going good, crushing these goals. Any day above ground is a good day. It might have some bad moments, but overall, it's still a good day because you are alive to see it from beginning to end. And I think people don't really understand that you don't have to come home. It's not guaranteed that you will make it home. So whenever I have the opportunity to make it home after a long day, I'm good.
Just moving in silence my way. That's what I'm working on. Moving in silence, not saying anything until it's time for it to pop out, and then I just pop out and shake the world up. So that's what I'm practicing this year. Moving in silence, unless it's you. I gotta tell you, I gotta tell somebody. Shoot. All right, so let's jump in. Let's jump in. They want to know these questions or whatever. I don't think they're ready for this episode though, for real.
I don't know. It depends on what they asking, child.
Mhm.
Because I don't have no filter. So.
I'm not going. It's 2025. I have no filter on nothing. If you wanna know the answer, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh snap! So you want me to ask the questions this time?
Yeah, you do it this
You
time.
asked last time. All right, cool. What experiences or events had the most impact on you this year?
Last year was rough.
Yeah, last year was a doozy.
Whew. I met a lot of people last year that I didn't end the year with. I'm tell you that. And
Yeah,
but you know what? I think it was worth it at the end of the year because it made me end up staying with one person out of the whole circle. Out of the whole circle, it's amazing how a whole crowd of people can lead to one person that you were supposed to have for the rest of your life.
not the circle. We ain't gonna talk about the circle.
Well,
That
it is what it is.
that
Everybody
shit.
else talking.
So we not gonna do that.
Oh man.
I
So what
would say
about you?
I would say for me, what experiences or events had the most impact on you this year? My experience not having a car
Mm,
that had the most impact on me because I've realized how much I took for granted while I
mm-hmm.
was driving. I used to, when I took the bus, God has blessed me now that I do have a car again. And when I took the bus, I used to just pay attention to the sunset, just the little things, hearing the birds chirping and just being appreciative of life. And now that I have this car again, I'm appreciative of not having to rely on public transportation and being able to get in and get out when I can and when I want to and not have to worry about a bus being late or taking several different buses. Me and little man would get up at 4:30 in the morning
Right.
just to start our day to be somewhere by 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. and then be home by 7:30, almost 8 o'clock at night.
Mm.
So it's like, we shaved off a couple of hours from that, but yeah, just being appreciative of the little things. When you're not a good steward over what you have, God is not going to bless you with anything more. So just learning to be appreciative of what I have, who I have, and trying to be a good steward over it.
Boom. Look how deep you went with that. Golly. My little short little sentence, you come up here with a whole essay. Well,
He was like the
just
circle.
the birds chirping. And I'm like, what? This is what should I elaborate more?
Oh man.
Wow. But no, this year that last year has taught me that it's okay not to be okay. And not only that, sometimes you have to go through the rain in order for you to see the rainbow or in order for you to see the sunshine. And that's
Mhm,
okay. I had a
mhm.
lot of thunderstorms, I had a lot of rain to pour, and it was a trying time. But I did realize in that moment that God was still good. God was
Mhm.
still good. God still had my back through it all. So I was able to get through it. But it's still a process. Even
Yeah,
in this new year, it's still a healing process. But this too shall pass too. It is what it is. But thank God that he blessed you with that car because man, you getting up
absolutely.
so early in the morning like you
It,
was,
it,
and then by the
it was
time you
rough because it's
tired.
like when you get up, it's still nighttime. And then when you come home, it's nighttime. So it's like we spend more of our
Traveling.
day out and traveling than we do at home.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right.
So this one is, what's a new habit or routine you've adopted that has positively influenced your life?
Hmm. I would have to say those affirmations. I had to get up every morning and look at myself in the mirror and tell myself that whatever I was going to face that day, I was going to get through it. Because you got to realize you have to set your mood and your tone for the day. Because if you don't set that tone and that mood for the day, what if you wake up mad and then now you're out here in the world dealing with people? Now you're taking it out on those people. So you have to wake up in a good mindset and a positive mindset so you can go forth with your day. So I would say that self-talk, telling myself, you can do it, you can get through this day, you can get through whatever is thrown your way this day. And just having that little self-talk and of affirmations to start the day off changed my whole course of my day and sometimes my whole week. But being negative puts you in a bad way. So you have to start your day looking at yourself because everything starts with you. I keep saying that. Everything starts with you. You set your tone for the day. You set your tone for your life. Period. So that's
I,
my take on
um,
that.
I would definitely agree to that. I think what I did, not with affirmations, but more so with like music, I would start my day with like a gospel playlist, start my day with gospel. And if not gospel, maybe like a podcast or something like that, something that is positive. That'll be the first thing that I intake for the day. Starting my day with a grateful heart, just saying thank you, Jesus, for another day. I even got little man saying it.
I
He'd be like,
swear he said.
amen. So I noticed that when I start my day off like that, it doesn't make the day go perfect, but it does prep my emotions a little better. I'm not as antsy or, irritated or whatever the case may be. I'm a little more able to get through and shift through the day, normally function, as opposed to me listening to something like R&B or
Right.
watching something ratchet or whatever. Then I'm all, my nerves is just all crazy.
Mhm.
So when I start the day off in a positive direction, it'll stay that way. So I definitely will agree with you that that has been my new routine, just grounding myself, listening to um, gospel or like a good sermon or podcast that's positive.
But you know what? Them gospel songs mean a lot when you start getting older. Like you really before it was, you listen to the hibbity hop of the song, the rhythm and the beat of the song. Now those words are like, whew,
Yeah.
I know what they mean now. So I might need to start doing that, adapting to.
Yeah,
I mean, I listen to
that
gospel
ugly
all
cry.
day long, though. Just to soothe while I work, and do podcasts and things. I listen to gospel,
Yeah, I
but
can't do it. No, I can't do it. I got
what you
I need some R&B. I can't do that all day. I'm sorry. The Lord know my heart. That's what they say, right? I can't. Mm-mm.
let the Lord know my heart. You would,
I
yeah.
give him his
Mm,
time.
mm,
That's
mm,
the
mm.
morning. You're gonna start my day off right. But I'm gonna need Fantasia or somebody to take me through the rest of the
Jesus,
day. You
take
know
the
what I'm saying?
wheel.
Or Bobby Brown, somebody Brandy, somebody from the 90s or the 80s. I'm gonna need that good R&B throughout the day. And then the evening, we gonna still rock with the R&B.
Let me find out. Now I clean up to the '90s R&B, but when I'm working, I have to be in that mindset. I have to have that spiritual plan. I do.
See,
I,
I
I
can't do that because gospel music make me ugly cry. And I ain't gonna
That's
get no
okay
work
though.
done.
Sometimes you need to cry.
Yeah, no, I need the focus. I don't need to be all in my feelings. I need to be just zone jamming. Let me light my candle, play my little R&B, and I'm good. I can't do that with
Well,
that
it's
gospel
me
music.
and Jesus alone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
It
mhm,
is. Show is.
I'm done with you.
Okay,
Wow.
so how have you managed stress and challenges throughout the year? Mm, mm, mm.
That was a hard roller coaster because I don't know. I'm not a fan of blocking people, but last year was that year.
Yeah.
It was that year because I needed to protect my peace. We know you, SpongeBob. Yeah, I know. But I had to protect my peace. I couldn't see certain things, because it would trigger something in me. I learned that I had triggers that I wasn't aware of. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to start blocking out these these things and people and whatever so I can protect my peace and I can eliminate my stress because then that brought on new challenges for me. That either was a setback and it just took me off course. So I had to regroup a lot and refocus and learn that I had sometimes it's okay to remove things from your life. It's okay. And you have to be okay with that. So yeah, I'm not like you, the SpongeBob and lead type thing. But last year I realized that I had a little bit of you in me.
Okay. I'm trying to tell you. But see, the thing about me is I SpongeBob you, but I'll come back in 24 hours. But as you was talking and you was saying, just protecting your peace, I just saw this house and a gate.
With a visual, y'all.
And protecting your peace is the house. And your if you think about the house and the backyard and all that, just your whatever you have, that's your area, right?
Hmm.
Your land, so to speak. And anything outside of that has a barrier, which is your boundaries, right? That's
Hmm.
behind the gate. So protecting your peace is just basically not allowing anything to come into that gate that
Right.
will disrupt your house, whatever will turn the grass brown or destroy your house and just run amok in the house. You know how you have people that don't take care of, they not good guests, like they don't wash their dishes after they eat, or they don't take their shoes off and they have mud, they track mud like anything or anyone that does not give you a calm.
Hmm.
You should definitely make sure that you set boundaries because stress can take you out of here.
It kills.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't want to find yourself in a predicament where you shorten your life because you allowed the wrong people in because you have the right intention and everybody else doesn't. So how
Okay.
I manage stress and challenges, I'm honest with myself and I start to see people for what they're showing me and not what they're telling me.
Believe them.
I tell you so many different things, but you're showing me. I'm watching for habits. I'm watching for patterns.
Patterns.
So that's how I've been able to just kind of minimize my access because I've realized I've allowed so much. We talked about the people pleasing. I don't have to
Mhm.
answer your text messages. I don't have to, you know, answer your phone calls. And it's okay to miss a
Mm.
person, but missing doesn't mean you reallow access.
Okay.
So just
Access
being
denied.
okay, just, channeling that energy somewhere else. Whenever you miss a person, okay, go read a book, go write a journal, go do something for you positive, and look how many things you accomplished because you pour that energy into something else. So that's how I've been navigating.
But it's funny that you said you bring the visual in about the house. Remember, I was telling you that I don't let everybody come into my house because you just shouldn't. So if I start treating people in my life as if they were visiting my house for the first time or period, I wouldn't let a lot of people in my space. So in 2025, I'm gonna treat you as if you come into my house.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Because you got to think about it. You have a lot of personal belongings in your house, literally
Mhm,
and figuratively. You have your heart, your soul, your
mhm,
mind. That's the biggest thing of all, right? So, why would you want, if you're not going to let anybody come into your physical house, why would you want
mhm.
somebody to literally, you know what I'm saying? So, you
Come
have
in your
to,
life.
you definitely have to think about that because your aura, your life is precious,
Precious.
and you don't know how much time you have. So why would you want to waste your time on Boo Boo the Fool?
Okay.
Especially if you know who you are and you know how you love and you know how you handle people. Why would I waste my good love and energy and support and what loyalty? Why would I waste that on you?
Exactly. Because you don't deserve it.
You know.
Period. Period.
So
Lessons.
what book, podcast, or article had a significant impact on you this year?
The Blemish Beauty podcast. Boom,
Pew
boom,
pew pew pew.
boom. Listen, you've had some amazing guests in
Yeah.
2024. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Shout out
Like,
to Coach Eric, Coach Tammy Nicole,
okay,
Coach Shay, Dr. Hannah. Okay.
okay, okay.
I don't even want to start naming because I'm
It's
just gonna
so
forget
many, it's so
Dr.
many
Tony,
people.
like it,
Z with
Thomas
Z,
Aaron, my BFF, like that.
Z Thomas. Like Z
Okay.
had a powerful story that she told about
E.
her
Smith, yeah.
survival.
Hmm.
Like, whew,
Hmm. Yeah.
mind blowing. And you're still killing it in 2025. If they don't know, they better find out. I'm telling you.
I try to tell people, we owning our scars over here. We
Okay.
try big things.
Okay. Crazy.
But you've had good guests too. You have some people that's on there too. You've had some amazing guests on your show. Um, Definitely unleashing their inner voices. They're inspiring. The I keep forgetting her name, but that young girl with that voice.
Talking
She
about you.
Yes, she
Yeah.
just she was just a vibe. Like you could just now I could listen to her while I'm cleaning.
Angelic.
And so young to have that much power. I love it. But the podcast that has been really resonating with me, it's a couple. I do listen to a couple. Girl Just Heal.
Oh
That
yeah.
that's one of my favorites. Your favorite auntie's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one of my favorites. Keep It Positive, Sweetie,
I have
with
heard that.
Sister Renee, the team with Fatima. She has her own podcast. I love
What?
Yeah.
Mm.
Woman Evolve, Sarah Jakes. Um, Dear Future Wifey, that's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Um,
Come up here with it. Come
oh,
on now with this list.
I told you that's what I be doing. Like when I'm at work and I'm prepping for episodes and stuff like that. I definitely listen to podcasts because they pour back into me.
Yeah.
Those podcasts, especially with the Girl Just Heal and all that stuff, that's fuel. Definitely. You need a word, and
Yeah.
it's always good to hear fresh, podcasts,
Perspectives on
fresh
things.
topics, yeah, fresh perspectives. So they have definitely impacted me this year. Even some YouTubers, Coach Derek,
Yeah.
Coach Tammy Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
cliche. Like these people have Langley. These people have
Langley. Oh my
impacted
God.
us, tremendously. So it's just been it's been a real pouring season. It's
Pouring
just been we've been fertilized and poured into. So
by the
now,
right people.
yeah, now you're getting the overflow of what we've just been soaking up, basically.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah, I didn't think about. Yeah, I should have said those podcasts too because those podcasts, you put me on those podcasts, and I be watching episodes on. Man, they your favorite aunties podcast and girl, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all gotta watch it. Y'all
Yeah,
gotta
girl,
watch it.
just hell all in itself. Like, ugh.
Woo.
What's the goal you have for the upcoming year? Well, for the coming year, based on your learning. So, what is your goal for 2025?
Phew. Well, to meet some of these amazing guests that have come across the platform in 2024, almost 300 guests was in on the first year
Ooh,
in the first year of podcasting.
that's like a
So
guess a day.
yeah, I was killing it in 2024,
You was
literally
you was
dying.
in 2024. That's what you was doing.
I was tired in 2024, but
Okay.
I met some amazing people though, and all 4 seasons. Like it was crazy. Like I never imagined that I would have that many people across the platform. So many artists, so many authors, so many entrepreneurs, nonprofit founders, like people of different seasons telling their stories. So it was just an amazing run. So I hope to see them at the first annual BTS Level Up Showcase, where some of the spoken word artists are going to perform. The artists are going to be performing. Big V of Nappy Roots will be there performing, and hopefully this is an event where people can connect.
Charlie
And
Nice.
oh yeah,
Come on, let's get
Z
okay.
sincerely Z. Oh, I got so many names to put out there.
Yeah, you can't even start naming because it's just too
If
many.
I
It's just
yeah,
too
I
many.
got at least 12. I got at least
Y'all gotta
12
be there. Y'all
artists,
gotta be there. Y'all gotta be there. Y'all gotta be
eight
there.
eight spoken word, like 2 keynotes, and this event is going to pour back into one of the nonprofit founders of the platform to help foster children, and I'm really excited about that to be able to help her organization grow. So each year, I want to have this event and bring all of my guests together, and we just celebrate because each year that I have it is going to celebrate another year of podcasting. So
Mm.
this year I'm celebrating 1 year of podcasting, 10 years of being married, woohoo,
Ooh,
and
whole
my
nother bunch.
birthday, all in the same token.
Pew pew pew
So I'm
pew.
ready. I'm excited. I'm amped about it. I hope everybody comes and have a good time and help raise money for this organization so she can help these foster children because she does have a passion for it. She used to work in the DSS, field with the
Mm.
kids, the foster kids. So she's been doing this for a while and she was giving back to the community a long time ago. I know her personally. Like I grew up with this girl. I grew up with her. So she's a really good person now. And I'm just excited about being able to give back. So that's the point of the purpose of this event is to give back, and not only that, to highlight the people that have come across the platform, and maybe they can connect with each other and go to the next level. So we can what I've been saying the whole year of 2024, win together. That is the
Nobody's
purpose.
trying to do that. Everybody wants to get to the top solo dolo.
Or when they
Um,
done with you, they discourage you.
but you have to remember, like, you can't climb a ladder with one step. You need multiple steps. So just like you climbing a ladder, it's gonna take more than one person to get you to the top.
Some people don't believe that. They're pretty much running from one person to the next person to the next person and try to get up one on somebody else. I'm not trying to be better than nobody else. I'm just trying to win with everybody. We can all do this. We can all do the same things and still win. We don't have to be better than the next. I'm going to have connections that you don't have. You're going to have
Right.
connections that I don't have. But when
Right.
we bring them together, you don't know where those connections can go.
You
We
can
may
create
connect those
enterprise.
connections, and then those connections going to connect somebody else. It's an interchangeable
Hmm.
thing ongoing.
Yeah.
But it started with us, two
Yeah.
people. But people never see that vision, sis. They're not. They're not. And I hate to say it that way, but I'm gonna keep preaching about it until somebody figure it out.
I guess until then, we the blueprint.
Be the blueprint. That's it. That's it. What about you?
For me, I would say continuing to podcast while life is lifing, because sometimes that could be a lot. That's definitely a goal, to continue to do, what I love, and that's to help people own their scars and create safe spaces for them. Launch my coaching business. That's a goal of mine. And just continue to trust myself and allow God to move however He sees fit. Um, a lot of the times they say if you want to make God laugh, tell him what you got planned. So I
Okay.
don't really want to have too many plans. I just want to continue to be a vessel as He guides me to move however He sees fit. So that's definitely just my only main goal, and hopefully that is allowing me to start a coaching business and to allow me to continue the podcast. So we'll
Shoot,
see.
that's enough. That's enough right there because just think about it. Podcasting, a lot of people, if you make it past 10 episodes, they say research says you make it past 10 episodes, then you're gonna hang in there. But there's a lot of people that make it past 10 episodes. But my question is, are they really putting that content out there that people are learning from or healing from? Like people are literally out here says podcasting, but they just put anything out.
Press and
Then
play.
they just press and play. Like if people really knew what it took to really, really plan for an episode, produce that episode, and put that episode out there as a finished, polished product, they'd be like, I know you lying. Like it's a lot. If you really have a passion for it, it's a lot behind it. But if you don't have a passion for it, then you're just gonna record, you're gonna push play, you're gonna record it, you're not gonna do any editing, and you're just gonna put it out there. But man, podcasting is rough. But you right. Just it's hard to stay in the ring, boy.
Yeah.
It's hard to
When
stay in the
you start
ring.
life, and you gotta pivot, and you have to
Pivot.
figure out, okay, how am I going to still keep the momentum going and still tackle, life. And then once you tackle life, you might take a break for a little while, and then you gotta you get rusty. So then you gotta
Exactly.
slow walk it again and try it again. Like it ain't no joke. Life be life and bad.
Look, look, I can't go on vacation because me going on vacation, man. Look, I be in here like got this to do. I got this to do. Now I'm overwhelmed. So no vacations for me. I'm sorry, I can't take no more vacations. I don't care
I'm
what you
taking
think.
a vacation. What's for me ain't gonna miss me. Okay, so listen, I'm taking a vacation. Self care is one of my certifications. Self care is a thing, and I have to pour back
And,
into myself.
and
So
you
I'm
gonna
gonna
make me take care of myself. So I'm at a
do
hush.
what you want to do. Somebody gonna get you. You know who gonna get you. They're gonna get you right. So I ain't even gonna worry about it, because she here now. So I ain't gotta do nothing.
You right. You right. That's my boss now. I'm sorry. I got a boss now, y'all.
I ain't gotta worry now. I could just sit and watch and laugh because you was talking all this junk, and now
She makes me go
we
to bed.
okay. You wasn't trying to go to bed.
We go to
Sitting
bed
up
as
here
a
kicking
family
back
around here.
2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, all right, not now.
Nah, nah. I'll be lucky to stay up to 12. Shoot. She said, you going to bed and now I mean it.
Okay, so this is going to be the last question. What's something you let go of that improved your life? I should
Sis,
get a
that is not
screen
the
for that.
last
'Cause
question. We got one more question.
you got one more?
Yeah, we got one more. You talking about you you trying to run up out of
Now, life be life, and I'm trying to tell you, this real raw and
here? So this gonna be the last question.
tell y'all.
All right,
Okay,
okay.
so what's something you let
Okay.
go of that improved your life?
Child, do you really want to know the answer?
I'm scared. You see me just sip some. And this ain't tea; it's water. So you see me.
I need to sip something. Whoo. Mm. Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you might need to go first. I need to see what you gonna say first
Because
because
you
then
you might
I'll
be
follow
in a
that.
whole you might be in a what you call it is you might have a soapbox moment.
Okay.
Let me go first. So
Go
what's
ahead.
something you let go of that improved your life? I want to say other people's opinions of me.
Mm,
I had to let that go because as a people pleaser, you tend to want to do everything for everyone and you worry about, oh, well, if I do this, what will they say? Or if I
mhm.
do this, they might not think I'm qualified, or whatever the case may be. And you will sit here stuck while everybody else is just moving and grooving and all this other stuff. And you really stressed and you having anxiety doing all the things,
Mhm.
trying to worry to make them or appease them. And they're just perfectly fine. They could just move on to the next person. Like we said in another episode, people will go to sleep real well at night while you sitting here tossing and turning, worrying about their feelings.
Okay.
So live your life, run your race, and know that what's for you won't miss you.
Hmm.
So do what you got to do, and don't worry about them because they got their own stuff. They gonna bring their drama. They gonna bring their problems. But at the end of the day, you continue to be you because God made you you, and no one else can be you or do the things that you do.
Amen. Whew. All right, so let me jump on this soapbox. So, what's something that I let go of that improved my life? Other people's stuff.
Hmm.
And Coach Tammy Nicole taught me about other people's stuff. That's their stuff.
Hmm.
And once I realized that that was their stuff, it was easier for me to pivot and let go. I would sit and attach myself to other people, just literally attach myself to people and the things that they had going on in their life. And I'm draining my own self and I'm losing focus on what I have to do with my life. So when I let go of people and their stuff, everything started moving smoothly. Doors started opening up that were locked before. So when I learned that important thing to let go of other people's stuff, and again for Coach Tammy Nicole, to start
Show
showing
up.
up for myself,
Mhm.
child, that was a game changer because then it made me think. She made me think in my own episode. How am I showing up for me?
She coached you in your own
How you gonna
episode.
coach me in my own episode? Like, who does that? I'm probably gonna talk about this film because she blew my mind. She blew my mind with that because I had to literally think about that. She took me off course when she asked me that question. I was like, huh? Then I had to think about it. Well, every time I get behind this mic, that's when
You
I show up
showing
for myself. So I started taking this mic more seriously. Not that I wasn't taking it serious before, but now it's like when I do episodes and when I do have guests, I'm really pouring into this mic because this is how I show up for myself. So when you learn to start letting go of people and the things that they have going on, their stuff, their issues, their drama, whatever they have going on, and you detach yourself from their stuff, you can grow. You can grow. You'll find yourself taking off, and then it's like shedding the weight from you. I felt so much lighter when I detached myself from other people's stuff. And now I can just stuff just started happening. I wrote how many books? Like one ebook, two books, and so many other things that are lined up because I let go and I detached myself from other people's stuff and started showing it for myself. So that's what I have to say. Let go. Let go.
Okay, so now just to
Uh-oh.
put the last question so we can oh yeah, okay. So this is what's a mantra or quote that resonated with you this year?
Well, my quote will have to be, if I'm not good to myself, how can I expect anyone else to be good to me? By Maya Angelou. And that's true because I wasn't good to myself last year. I wasn't. Like, I was barely getting any rest. I was staying up late nights, not only working on my vision and my goals and for my podcast, I was also trying to help other people too. So it wasn't always just about me sitting up for me. I was sitting up doing other things to help other people too. But I wasn't showing up for myself. And I wasn't good to myself. Sometimes going days without eating, without taking medicine, without sleeping. So now in 2025, I know that I got to be good to myself because I want to be around for my boss. So
That part.
I got to do what I got to do this year. So that would have to be mine. What about you?
I would say mine is comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. And that resonates with me because the word speaks for itself, comfort zone. One thing about me, I love to be comfortable,
Don't be.
but nothing ever grows there. So just like a diamond needs pressure, so do we. In order for us to be our best self, anything that grows has to go through something.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to go through anything if you're in a comfort zone. A butterfly is not going to turn into a butterfly without that stage of cocooning, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you have to get to a place where you're uncomfortable so you can shift and change and learn the techniques and the things that you need. So when it's time for you to transform or to be at the level that God has designed you to, you have those tips that has equipped you to get you to that level already. It's like little man, if he plays video games, right? So if you pay attention to a video game, anybody that's played a video game, level one is always the easiest. Like you'll get through that in like 2.5 seconds. But as you get higher and higher into the game, it gets harder and harder.
Harder.
But if you've paid attention at level maybe 300, you've noticed that certain things that you did in level one is
You
also
can't
in
do.
level 300. So every level that you accomplish, it's necessary to accomplish it at that level so you can get to level 300 and pass it because you need the stuff that you had back then to get you through whatever it is that you're in now.
Come on now. Come on through. Come on through. Come on through. Woo. Now you can't end that with that. Now you was on a roll. Come on now. Whew. Now that is so true. I hated playing. Like I love video games too, but when you have, like you said, it gets harder and harder, and you have to repeat those stages over and over again, and you're gonna sit there until you beat it. And then once you beat that level, then you go to the next level, and it gets harder. And then now you playing this stage about 5 times before you can pass that one. That's a man. That
Yeah,
was
the
good.
only
That was
way you
great.
can pass it though is you have to, if you pay attention, okay, well, I started it off this way. Let me try it another way. So you gotta
Mhm.
just take those limits off of yourself. And you can't do that in your comfort zone. It's nice and cushy and warm. It's like being in your bed after a
Mhm.
long day. But again, like being in your bed, after a long day, you don't go nowhere. You just
Yep.
sitting there, you chilling.
Yep.
It's only when you step out of your bed and you actually go out the house, you get to go to different places. You get to go to your job, you get to go to the store, you get to do all the things. So you have to step out of your comfort zone to get to other places. And that's what that saying means to me, in other words.
Look at Coach Shera, Renee. Whoo! See, y'all, this is the type of conversation we have all the time, and I be on the phone like she don't even
Every
see my
day, every day.
she don't see my facial expressions when I be like, she be coming with these visuals, and I be like I'm like amazed. I'm like, girl, you be killing it. You be killing it. Come on
She's
through
like,
now.
"You remember what you said?" And I'd be like, She'd be like, "I know you lying." No, I'm not lying. I don't remember nothing I
No,
said.
it
She's
had to
like,
be
"Oh,
God.
now she write it down." I kid you not. She'd be like, "You said this at this time on this day." Oh, okay.
Okay. She got her own
Well,
folder and all, y'all. I ain't playing with her. Shoot, she got to remember this stuff. It be too good. Shoot, y'all heard the last episode where she was talking about the oh my god, making the pancakes for little man.
oh my god.
Oh, She said it wasn't ready. You get some things can't happen because it wasn't
Exactly.
ready.
You'll mess around and get sick if it's premature. I can't have him eating batter.
And
It
she was
gotta be
talking about
cooked.
life.
That's how it is. That's how life is. He can't. God ain't gonna give it to you prematurely.
You
He
gonna
gonna
mess
give it
around
to
and
you
find out.
ready, so you gonna get sick.
Y'all gonna mess around and find out, Coach Shera. Renee don't be playing y'all. I'm telling you, she gonna
We
blow
do
y'all mind.
personal development over here. That's what we do over here.
Change your
Personal
whole life.
development.
Y'all keep sleeping on it. All right, sis. Well, that was the last question. So what we doing? What we doing now? You gonna get on your soapbox and end the episode?
Nah, that's your department. You the soapbox. I don't do soapboxes.
Oh my
I
God.
have visuals. You have the soapboxes. I'm gonna stay in my lane, and that's it.
See, this is what we do every time, man. All right, so listen. I hope that part one and part two was an eye opener for everyone out there. Maybe you're dealing with something in your life where you don't know quite which way to go. And sometimes we get in those moments where we're stuck and we don't know what to do. First step that I say for you is, first of all, detach yourself. Know who's for you and who's against you. You have to know that from the very beginning and start detaching yourself from things that don't mean no good for you, does not align with you. Trust me, you will know if it aligns with you because it's easy. It's easy. There's no work to be put into it when it's aligned. Start removing those things from your life and start saying, you know what, that's their stuff. That's their stuff. That's not my stuff. And start showing up for yourself in your own lives because listen, nobody's gonna go harder for you in your life but you. Hey, if you gotta be like sis, she says she gotta have her gospel, to start the day up, but then along the way she gotta have some R&B. Me, I got to have the gospel, period. While I'm working, to get my day started, I'm saying a little bit of affirmations to get my day started because I got to get myself in that positive mindset. If you got to try some of the things that we try to get yourself to the point of showing up for yourself, hey, by all means, do it. But today is the day for you to start showing up for yourself. Today is the day for you to start utilizing your 24 hours to be the better version of yourself. Because tomorrow, matter of fact, we can't even say tomorrow is not promised anymore. Y'all, the next 30 minutes is not
Mhm,
promised. You can be watching this episode right now and be gone the next 5 minutes. That's
mhm.
literally how life can be taken away from you. So we can't even say, oh, tomorrow's not promised. The next 30 seconds is not promised.
True.
So when you start looking at your life in that with those lenses, that you know what, I don't even know if I'm gonna be here the next minute, then you'll start showing up for yourself better in your life. So just think about that and let that resonate with you and stick with you until next time. All right, sis. You got something else to say after the soapbox?
Nah, I mean, that's a mic drop. I just hope that you guys, like, my sister say, you heard something that can resonate with you and you can use to apply it. It's a new year, and they say it's a new year, new me, but literally, it can be a new you. We get 24 hours, like Sissy said, to get new grace, new mercy, and you are supposed to renew your mind daily. So at the end of the day, you control how far you go. You control whether you're going to have a breakthrough or a breakdown. So why not choose, to break through? And we hope that you do decide to break through and continue to just join us as we continue to heal hearts and inspire change.
So until next Friday, y'all have a great night. Later.